Now on your home for minor league baseball. MLB The Show has coverage from the AAA Pacific Coast League. Tonight it's the third of this four-game weekend series between the Round Rock Express and the Memphis Redbirds. It's baseball. Michael Baird gets the ball in Game 3 of the series. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, it wasn't a great performance in his last start, but he did pitch well enough to earn the win. We'll see if he can turn in a little bit better performance in this one.
Catfish. Wow.
From the belt, the pitch. Baird has compiled just under 135 innings of work on the mound and sports an ERA right around the major league average at just over 4. Fellas are home 9 as they begin play here this evening. They come in on the heels of a victory last time out, but they've been in a bad stretch recently, losing 5 of their last 8 ball games.
Yeah, Matty V, and you know what, D-Roll, this is when you really get tested. They call it the dog days of August for a reason. When you're struggling like this team is right now, the games get long, the schedule gets long, and you start looking forward towards the end of the season.
Yeah, but you got to find a way, Dan. You know as well as I do. You got to look in the mirror. You're playing for way more, especially the way this team is underachieved. You got to keep grinding. You got to find a way to put your foot on the gas and show up to the yard every day ready to go.
And there's out number 2. Leading off the inning, Catfish Brown, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Catfish. Wow.
This is in the air to left. Left fielder giving chase. He gets there and makes the play for the first out. Striding in, Catfish Brown. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Catfish.
Hard hit ball to second. Reined in. In time to first, and there are 2 away. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Jose Martinez. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Now the pitch. Softly hit here to the left side. But an easy play over at third, and that'll be that. So they go quietly here in this half inning. We're through 6 full. The Redbirds lead it 5-2. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Catfish Brown 0 for 3 to this point.
Yeah, not his game so far. He's such a good hitter. We all kind of expect him to pick up 2 or 3 hits most of the time. That's not really how baseball works, though.
Carlson is there to put it away for out number 1. And he'll move up to third now. Runners at the corners here with 1 away.
Good read there at second.
So a pivotal moment here, and digging in now, Catfish Brown. But a single here could reduce the deficit to only 1. No balls and a strike to count.
Here we go. Clutch up for us here. Hey, no one better.
Here's the 0-1. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact.
Hey, this isn't going to be an easy save. These guys are making him work for this one.
None out, runners at first and second.
Here we go.
Skied in the air to straightaway left. Nootbaar is there, and he has it for the out.
Well, this one had its moments of drama and excitement. In the end, these guys came away with the victory and look on to the next one.
And this evening's contest comes to a close, 5-3 the final. Memphis took the lead in the second inning and rode that until the very end. Michael. The game's future stars are on display as minor league baseball comes your way on the show. Tonight, Game 4 of this 4-game weekend set between the Round Rock Express and the Memphis. Dakota Hudson, a right-hander out of Tennessee, will be the starting pitcher. What's your take on him, Dan?
Here's a guy that numbers can be a little bit deceiving. He has a whip in the 1.3 area and above range. It's a little higher than league average. He's been a little bit inconsistent. One good game, one bad game, but don't let that fool you. This guy's a much better pitcher than that, and if he brings his A game, he could be awfully tough in this one.
Fellas, you take a look at our homestanding ball club as they come into this one tonight. 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Hey, Matty, yeah, this is time right here, D-Row. You'd love to win this 4th game of the series. They drop game 1. They come back and win games 2 and 3 of this set. Nothing they'd like to do more than win this series 3 out of 4 and win this one here on the finale.
Yeah, Dan, they gave away the first game, but they were able to win Friday night and Saturday night. A chance to take 3 of 4.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. So a fairly painless top of the first. So it's on to the bottom of inning number 1. No score. Coming to the plate now, Herbert Kuiper. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The left fielder, Herbert Kuiper.
Third. Fielded cleanly. And there's one away. New inning set to get underway, and that'll give way to the third baseman, Catfish Brown.
Here we go now. One at a time.
Now the pitch. This is line to left, but he'll hardly need to move out there in left as this is hauled in for the first out.
Jumped all over that first pitch of the inning, and he didn't miss it. Just wasn't able to steer it in a direction that resulted in a leadoff hit.
Next will be the designated hitter, Edmundo Sosa.
The designated hitter, Edmundo Sosa.
From the stretch, the 1-2. Hit on the ground to third. Throw in time, so a good pitch there gets him out of the bases loaded jam. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 3 left. On to the top of inning number 5 we go. Memphis is out on top, 1-0. So striding forward now, Catfish Brown. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. First pitch coming. Here it is. Easy take there on the sinker, well off the outside.
Hey, this is a perfect opportunity for them to get on the board right now. Leadoff man has done his job, and now the middle of the order gets their shot at the plate.
And the runner will get back standing. The 1-0 home. In the dirt here. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch.
And this is what happens when a power hitter is at the plate. You don't want to give him anything in the zone, and sometimes that leads to those tough-to-handle wild pitches. There's a chance they just put him on first now to avoid him doing any real damage.
Popped him up. There to take it in is Carpenter for the first out. So digging in now, Edmundo Sosa. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point.
Edmundo
Down the third baseline. And the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he's safe at first.
And as a former pitcher,
Last half of the 7th here, and set to go as the third baseman, Matt Carpenter.
I think he's forgotten about sometimes. When we talk about the best hitters in our sport, I think he's one of the more underrated offensive players.
And the throw on to first will take care of him, so he's thrown out by the only man standing. So striding in, Catfish Brown, 0 for 3 to this point.
Yeah, not his game so far. He's such a good hitter. We all kind of expect him to pick up 2 or 3 hits most of the time. That's not really how baseball works, though.
And he'll step on first for the out, 3 unassisted.
Well, this one had its moments of drama and excitement. In the end, these guys came away with the victory and look on to the next one.
4-2 the final score tonight. Memphis took the lead in the 2nd inning and rode that until the very end. Dakota Hudson. Minor League Baseball is live and on the air on the show. Tonight, the 2nd of 3 to start the week between the Wichita Wind Surge and the Round Rock Express. It's Rich Varela, the California-born right-hander, is on the mound. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, Matty, we're getting a chance to look at a guy that's really struggled lately. ERA over 9 in his last 3 starts, and he has to do a lot better. This guy isn't that bad of a pitcher, but one of the keys, he needs to start limiting the number and to limit the number of base on balls. It'll be interesting to see if he...
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. Nothing doing here in the opening half inning. So it's on to the bottom of inning number 1, no score. Now at the plate, Catfish Brown. He did not play last night, but clearly back in the starting 9 for this one. First pitch on its way. Guys, you take a look at our visiting club as they enter play here this evening. They come in a bit of a rough patch. They've dropped 4 in a row.
Yeah, guys, dropping yesterday was a heartbreaker without question. But you know what? You find a way. You show up to the yard today, you get out of the cab, and you watch countless hours of video, and you try and formulate a game plan to get this back to 500. 1-1 to start the road trip, and you're moving in the right direction.
Good read there at second base to know he...
At the plate, Catfish Brown.
Number 13, Catfish Brown.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. This is skied out toward right. Ramirez will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. So after the 3 spot last time around, he's able to bounce back and hang a 0. So coming to the plate, Catfish Brown. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat. Strike taken up in the zone.
Hey, love the confidence in that pitch right there, going right after one of the better hitters on this team, not afraid to execute.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air toward the line and right. And he will make the play out there, and there are... Settling in now, Catfish Brown. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Line to second, where it's caught there for out number 2. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Martin Vera. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. Hot third. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And the recovery won't be in time as he'll beat the throw to first.
Hey, that's a heck of an approach right there, leader.
Well, as a former pitcher, you know I love these low-scoring games as opposed to those slugfests. This was like a throwback game when home runs weren't so common and pitching was really dominant. No complaints here.
And tonight's ends as a 3-0 shutout win. The Round Rock Express. Now on your home for minor league baseball. MLB The Show has coverage from the AAA Pacific Coast League. Tonight Vincent Ma gets the ball in Game 3 of the series. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, this guy has a 4-pitch repertoire, right? And those are a lot of nice options to have. You can go hard soft, you can go in and out. And anytime you have 4 pitches, if you can throw them for strikes, you have the big advantage.
A ground ball to third. Gonna be a tough play. And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record. Digging in now, Catfish Brown. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
Loves hitting left-handed off for right-handed pitchers, hitting over 300 against right-handed pitching.
And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on.
Let's go.
The 1-0. In the dirt here. Good job keeping it close as the count goes to 1-1.
Hey, come on, let the big dog eat, buddy.
Now a throw over and the runner back. Runner goes for second. Now that's popped up. Fernandez is there, 2 down. Leading off the inning, Catfish Brown, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Catfish.
And he lays off there 1-0.
Count 1-0.
Hey, if it's high, let it fly.
That's lifted the other way out to left. Left fielder is on the move, but he can't make the play as it finds the outfield grass.
Hey, there's a case of a jam sandwich right there. Not that bad of a pitch, but he's able to just be strong enough to loop that one into left field.
Dan, sometimes a jam sandwich tastes much better than a rocket right at somebody.
Now batting, first baseman.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Brian Manuel. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Runners on the move for second. Strike taken, the throw. Ball's there, and he is out. Good throw.
Gotta question the decision to run.
Come on.
Now at the plate, Catfish Brown, 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game.
Wow.
Hey, Griffin and Ricky, kid, let's go.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
1-1, no strike.
And he'll start him with a fastball that misses down and away for a ball, 1-0.
Got to believe the pitcher's going to trust his defense right here. Look for something down in his zone to induce a ground ball double play.
Swing and a miss on the sinker, a ball and a strike.
Hey, get a good one up there, huh?
Now a throw over to first, and the runner back safely. The 1-1 home is looked at for ball number 2. Hard hit to first. To second for 1. On to first, a double play.
That's one of the hardest double plays to turn right there because of the difficult throw the first baseman has to make. No problem this time, though.
Digging in, Cornelius Randolph. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. Comes set, the 0-1. But pulled in at the hot corner, and that ends the inning. No runs, a hit, 2 left. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. Wichita's out in front. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and that'll give way to the third baseman, Catfish Brown. Lifted into the air out towards center field. Bird is there, and that's not the start to the bottom of the 9th this crowd was hoping for. 1 away.
Well, there's no doubt they've looked pretty inept the last 5 games, but they got the monkey off their back here with the win and are hoping to build on that now.
A 4-1 finish in this evening's game. The Wichita Wind Surge get their 30th win on the road. The game's future stars are on display as minor league baseball comes your way on the show. Tonight, the first of this 4-game weekend set between the San Antonio. Cy Sneed will be on the mound for the series opener. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, you can't always judge a pitcher by the numbers. I know the ERA is into the 4s coming into this start, but he's actually a pretty solid pitcher. And every once in a while, he can throw some decent games in there. It's not easy having an ERA under 4 in baseball. He's slightly over that.
Hammered the other way to deep right field. And now that'll hop over the wall, so he'll be at second here with 2 away on a ground rule double.
There's a deep fly ball. Doesn't quite get out of the ballpark, but it hits in the right spot as it bounces off that hard warning track and over the wall for a ground rule double. Not sure if he had triple on his mind, but I doubt he'll complain too much about getting to coast into second base.
And that's in there, base hit. And they're going to hold that runner at third base, as even with 2 away, they didn't like their chances there.
You got to be frustrated if you're on the mound. You try and go elevated heater right there and blow some cheese by him, and he's able to scramble it and drive it the other way for a base hit. Nice job by the hitter to get the barrel to that baseball.
Oh, 0-2 count, the pitch. Soft grounder left side. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. We've played an inning, still 0-0. Now to the plate, Catfish Brown. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Prior to the at-bat, a check on first. And he's back in standing. First pitch coming. Here it is. Now a fastball that couldn't quite find the zone. It's ball one. Imperator, the runner at first with two gone. Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1.
Hey, here we go. You got this.
Popped him up. And Urias has it. The side is retired. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. Striding in, Austin Bosart.
Now batting, the catcher, Austin Bosart.
Here we go.
To third, reined in. To second for one, relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. A couple of walks, but no damage. Thursday night baseball rolls on. We'll have more after this. Into the box now, Catfish Brown. 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far. Here's the first pitch to him. Grounded down the third baseline. But this is foul for the first strike.
Hey, your pitch, your pitch.
Set to deliver the 0-1. In there, and it's 0-2 now. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away.
Pretty textbook pitching right there. Jump ahead in the count 0-2 and then start working out.
Come on, baby.
The third baseman, number 13, Catfish Brown.
Into the box, Catfish Brown, as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball one. This year against right-handed pitching, Brown is carrying around a batting average in the 320s. That's what you might call potent.
You want to talk about having a career season, Matty. This guy's batting average is through the roof, one of the best in the business, and maybe more importantly, his OPS is through the roof as well, which means he's doing it with damage.
Here's a look over to first, and he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. 7th inning here at the ballpark. 4-2 our score. And that's over. 2-1.
All right, one time, right here. Big hit right here. Here we go.
Throw over to the bag, and he'll dive back in. And another throw over. And a dive, but he's back in there. The 2-1 is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2.
Good thing he didn't make contact with that pitch. Only thing he could do is probably hit that on the ground. It could be a double play ball.
And he'll dive back in safely. Curveball, and he buckled him, but it's full 3-2.
Not a bad time right here to put that runner in motion. 3-2 count. You send the runner, and if it's a bad pitch, it's ball 4.
Runner's back. Runner at first here, 1 man out. And that misses, ball 4. So it's first and second now with only 1 away. So a crucial moment here, and standing in, J.J. Matijevic. And he does so representing the possible go-ahead run. Here it comes, 0-2. A swing, and he pops him up on the infield, and the infield fly rule will be in effect here. Big spot here. First and second, 2 men gone, and that brings up the former Gold Glover Josh Reddick. 2 men are on with 2 men out.
See it. Drive it like you can. Let's go.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. So they let him off the hook here by scoring no runs despite the 2 walks. We'll look ahead to inning number 8. So a big moment in the ball game here. Catfish Brown, although there are a couple of bases open, and we'll see if they think about working around him.
Hey, I need you right here. Let's go, kid.
Here's the first pitch to him.
At the ball.
And think about it. In game 1 of this series, they've already had to go deep into their bullpen. This could affect them for the rest of the weekend if they don't get really good starting pitching.
At the ball.
Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone.
Now 2-0 with a great hitter up, a runner on third and 2 outs. This is not the spot where you want to be challenging a hitter like this. This is where you have to pitch very careful.
From the belt, the pitch.
Hey, no one better, huh? No one better.
Hey, need you right here. Let's go, kid.
Drilled to the right side. And he delivers with 2 outs in the 9th. It's a base hit. And the runner from third crosses the plate.
Well, that's a tough one right there if you're a pitcher, Dero. You think you make a decent pitch, ball hit to the hole right through there. You're hoping it can get knocked down. Instead, base hit, run batted in.
Yeah, and as the batter right there, you're taking off your batting gloves, giving dabs to the first base coach. Glad that found the hole right there. Ribeye steak, chalk one up.
Fans on their feet in a 1-run ball game in the last of the 9th. Now a swing and a ground ball. This should do it. Scooped up. Throw in time, and the ball game is over.
Yeah, he does surrender 1 run, so it wasn't a flawless performance. But in this game, you don't have to be perfect. You just have to be good enough to win, and he was.
And it's a 4-3 finish in this evening's ball game. The San Antonio Missions took the lead in the 2nd inning and rode that until the very end. Jesus Castillo.